Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And oh my god, I thought it was my mom. Bro, my mom just called me. She was like, get ready, I'm going to be home in like 15 minutes. So I started getting ready, okay? And then I got this idea of, why don't we make a YouTube video now? Like just in the middle of getting ready, okay? And then I was like, let's do it. I'm not even done with my makeup. I'm not done with my hair. I didn't even change my clothes, okay? And in any moment, my mom can be home. So, are we going to stop the video and go get ready? No. Is my mom going to kill me? Yes. But we're doing the video means we're doing the video. Okay, guys. Your emotions don't belong to anyone, like no matter who they are. You only should be the one controlling your emotions. So you shouldn't be affected by anyone's tone, by anyone's reaction, by anyone's facial expressions, okay? And I understand this because I'm the type of person that analyzes the body language so much. So let's say I'm talking to someone and I notice that their tone changed. Immediately, like my mood changes and I'm like, do they want to leave? Is there something I said that pissed them off? You know? And I understand how hard it is to stop people from controlling your emotions. So I hope in this video I help you finally achieve that. I help you finally have a whole conversation with someone without them ruining your mood or affecting your emotions by a reaction or a tone. So before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I love you. The first point, guys, is stop giving your power away. Look, a lot of people don't realize this, but the moment someone's behavior decides how you feel, you gave them power over you. Like at this point, they don't need to manipulate you. They don't even need to try because your attachment already did the job. They text you, you feel happy, or they ignore you, you feel anxious. This is where control starts, and this is dangerous because you start thinking emotionally instead of consciously. You start relying on someone to decide your mood when you actually should decide your mood based on what's going on with your life. So please, guys, stop giving your power away. Take your power back and accept that no one, literally no one, is allowed to control your mood. I learned this thing, guys. I heard a quote before. I forgot how it is exactly, but the meaning is you shouldn't expect anything in life. Because when you expect, it's gonna make you sad. You just sit there waiting for something to happen when that person never actually thought about making it happen for you. And when you don't expect anything, then when something comes, it really makes you happy. I'm not saying don't have standards. No, you should have limits with people. You should have standards. But I'm talking about basic normal things. You shouldn't expect everything. You shouldn't say something to a friend or give them something and expect a reaction, because people are not obliged to act or read your mind, okay? So you should just do something and let it go, and however it happens, it happens. Like, I'm only talking you should really react when something is truly a disrespect to you, but as long as it's a normal reaction or a normal tone, you don't have to let this thing control your mood. You don't have to ruin your whole day just because of what that person said or how they reacted. Stop overthinking everything, please. Look, most of your pain is not caused by what happens. It's caused by what you tell yourself about what happens. Guys, when we fear something, when we're in a situation where we don't know what's happening, let's say someone replied late and you don't know why they replied late, immediately your mind is going to jump to the conclusion of you're not important. Or when you're sitting with someone and they're quiet, you're going to think that they think you might be boring or they don't like you. Or for example, when someone changes tone, you immediately think they lost interest. Look, I get it. our minds try to fill that silence with fear, with conclusions that are 90% of the time negative. Instead of waiting for the facts, for the right thing that happened, no, we start thinking about negative things, negative reasons of why this is happening. Like, let's say something that happened to all of us. Let's say your mom didn't pick up the phone. You immediately start thinking, oh my god, something should have happened to her. She might have gotten into an accident. Like, we all have been in this situation. And then your mom calls you, says, hi, I'm fine, my phone didn't want to pick up or something. You should train yourself on not overthinking situations. And some people, I hate when an overthinker says this. Whatever I overthink ends up always right. That always happens. You know why what you overthought happened? Because you visualized it so clearly. And the universe gives you whatever you visualize so clearly. So let's say you visualize a relationship ending, and you start overthinking before you sleep that you love your girlfriend so much and how much pain you're going to feel when this relationship ended. This universe speaks feelings, frequencies, not words. When you start visualizing you breaking up with your partner and you start feeling how much pain that will cause you, you actually start feeling the pain as if it's already happened. The universe claims it as if it's already happened, and your relationship actually ends. And then after the relationship ends, you're like, you know, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this relationship was going to end. It was never going to end if you didn't visualize it so clearly and if you didn't put so much effort in your fake scenario. So please, guys, overthinkers, what you think is not always true, but you make it true. So please overthink things that are beautiful and be careful with what you visualize. Stop needing one outcome. Look, there's a big difference between needing and wanting. Wanting is healthy. Needing is emotional weakness. Guys, when you need something to happen a certain way, you become only depending on that thing. You lose control. Your happiness becomes fragile. You become anxious, desperate, scared of losing. Guys, I remember when I was in a relationship and I was young, okay, and I was really like, I love this boy. I don't want him to leave. It was before I changed my mindset and put myself on that pedestal. I always had this mindset of, I need that boy to be in my life. I'm not going to say man because he wasn't a man. I need that boy to be in my life. I don't want him to leave the relationship. Please, God. And I've been praying like day and night. I was so desperate for him. Like, all I cared about was him to be with me. That's it. I didn't care if the relationship was healthy. I didn't care if they actually matched my standards. All I wanted was, I want that boy and I need him to be with me because it's going to hurt me so much when he leaves. Guess what? He left. You know why? Because I did everything I could to keep him, like the desperate messages of please stay. And to be honest, I'm not ashamed to say it now. And I am sure we all have been through it. And you know why I'm admitting this? To tell you that I was just like you, but I was able to change and I was able to become who I am now. So you can too. So guys, I was sending these desperate messages and like, please stay, tell me you're lying, you don't want to break up with me. Like, if a man came up to me now, like let's say I'm in a relationship and he told me like, I'm leaving, first I will try to understand like why, like did something happen, can we fix it? Like if we can't fix it and they truly just want to leave, like please just go. And guys, you need to understand that in this situation, it doesn't mean I don't love that man. No, detachment doesn't mean you don't care, but it means that your self-worth doesn't depend on one message or one result or one person. No, detachment means you care about yourself and you love yourself. That's it. Because if you need one outcome, you're going to lose your power. You can even lose yourself chasing this thing. You stop ignoring red flags. You start ignoring clarity. All you want is this thing to happen. So never rely on one thing, on one person. Always have many outcomes to rely on. Always have plan B. If this thing didn't work, I'm going to do this. If I didn't get this, I'm going to get this. And when you're in a situation where there's no plan B, when you're stuck, just know that God will never leave you alone. Just know that God chose to put you on this earth. So when God sees you struggling, he won't think, I'm gonna leave them there. No. All you have to do is ask God, please, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Please guide me. And I swear he will guide you. You know, I used to start my year with, oh my god, like Happy New Year or whatever, and you know, like writing my goals down. I did write my goals down, but the first thing I said in this year was, God, I give you control over my entire year this year. And I'm gonna watch what happens. Like, I know that no matter how wise I am and no matter how smart I am, God is wiser, God is smarter. So if anything I'm going to do, he can do better. If anything I'm going to take, he can give it to me better. So just ask for what you want from God. If you're stuck, he's going to help you. And let's move on to the next point. Ignore that, please. Stop reacting immediately. Guys, emotions are fast, wisdom is slow. If something triggers you, do not react immediately. You should pause a bit, and you should know that pausing is self-control. Pausing is not weakness. When someone is literally yelling in your face, you should pause and not like reply back and you're yelling louder than them. That's not power, literally. Confident people do not raise that voice. Confident people are calm. Confident people pause before talking, think about what they're saying. So when something happens, when someone makes you angry, I know what you do, guys. That block button, and then you go and unblock them when you feel cool. That's childish. You are better than that, okay? You do not block someone and unblock them whenever you want. I never, literally never done that in my life. If I am blocking someone, I know I'm never unblocking them again. So you should, before doing anything, even when you're angry, and especially when you're angry actually, take your time, think clearly about what that person said, and then reply. And trust me guys, silence has more power than yelling. When someone is so angry and yelling in your face, imagine just giving them this look. I swear, you will make them more angry than they already are. Because when someone realizes that you don't have to fight with them because you know you're better than them, people will get angrier. People do not want to feel that you're better, that you're more confident, that you know what you're doing, that you think before talking, not just like them. Guys, replying immediately and arguing and getting in this type of fights is childish, to be honest. You yell, I yell, nobody understands what the other wants. Guys, my mom is here. She realized I'm not ready yet, and she found me filming. But we're gonna finish the video. I said, Mom, like just 2 points left, or 3, or 4, or 5, that's it. And then I'm gonna get ready. And I said, like, I'm already done with my makeup and my clothes are ready. I don't even know my outfit, okay? But what I told her, like, I know what I'm gonna wear. And you know, I'm gonna be fast, you know, like, just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes and I will get ready. Guys, 5 minutes are not even enough for my entire makeup. Like, do you hear me? I don't know what I'm going to tell her, but we're finishing the video means we're finishing the video. Stop confusing chaos with love. A lot of people think that love is supposed to hurt. That's not love, that's emotional addiction. For those who know me, They know that I had an abusive dad. My childhood never felt calm or safe. So I grew up like that. My nervous system got addicted to the type of things, to the highs and lows in a relationship. So when I was young, I always looked for relationships. I thought they were attractive and I thought I wanted a bad boy, as we say. But turns out my nervous system was just looking for something that contains anxiety. And the hot and cold behavior is what kept me attached in a relationship. The feeling of, I don't know when my crush is going to reply to me, made it feel attractive. It made it feel exciting and it kept me attached to the relationship. That thinking of, oh my god, am I going to get them? It's like I'm looking at everything as a challenge. Then I realized that's not healthy and my nervous system is basically addicted to unhealthy relationships and to drama and to action that doesn't make me feel safe. And even though it was so hard for me to change this and lie to myself and tell myself I actually want a safe man, I looked for a man who made me feel safe when I wanted a man who didn't make me feel safe. But I knew that my first option was healthier for me. So I took my journal and I wrote down how I want my man to be like and how to look like and how I want him to treat me and literally everything. And then in less than a month, I guess, I got this man and I'm with him now. And I realized that what I was looking for in a relationship was my dad. And then when I grew up, I realized that what's healthier for me is the opposite of my dad. I looked for the opposite. So sometimes, guys, you have to go against yourself. You have to look for what's better for you, not what you want in that moment. A relationship that makes you feel calm, that makes your nervous system calm down is the best thing in the world. And always remember, God doesn't leave you there. If you got a dad who was not kind to you, who didn't treat you like you deserve to, God will replace you with the best partner in the world. So if you had a similar type of childhood, or you are the type of person that has this mindset of I want a bad boy, please remember that peace is not normal to you when you are familiar with chaos, and anxiety feels exciting and calm feels empty. But remember that you always should look for what's healthy for you. Real love does feel safe. Real love shouldn't hurt. Real love shouldn't contain anxiety. When you're around with your partner, your nervous system should be safe. This is how you know that your partner is the one. If you are around your partner and you're afraid if they're gonna find out something that's literally normal, or you're scared if they're gonna hit you or they're gonna scream at you, you are not with the right person. Please, please, please break up with this person and look for someone healthier for you. Guys, stop building a full life. Look, a full life gives you balance. It gives you grounding. It gives you something to fall back on when people disappoint you. So, you should have goals, for example, because goals keep you focused, and a purpose in life keeps you interested in the end of the road of your life. So when someone leaves or someone does something that makes you disappointed or angry, you know that that's life and things like this happen. But when your life is empty, you're going to feel like this person leaving is so heavy on your heart and it's going to cause you so much pain. But when you have built the base of your life and you already have your own life, people are going to feel like an addition, not like a lifeline. Because in the end, when your life is empty, one person is going to be everything. And when one person becomes everything, they control you emotionally. Start protecting your energy. For people who watched my previous videos, they know how much I talk about this. Guys, not everyone deserves to get access to you. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your emotions. Not everyone deserves your reactions. Not everyone deserves explanations. You need to know when to speak and when to stay silent. And there's power in knowing when to speak and who to speak to. Sometimes you just have to leave instead of begging for understanding, because there's this type of people that no matter how much you explain to them, they will always find a red flag in you, when in reality this red flag is a reflection of themselves. The bad things in them they see in you. And I always say this, I'm not saying you should apply this to everyone, but with some type of people you should stop explaining your boundaries, and with some type of people you should stop explaining your value, because when you meet someone, they will show you if they realize your worth or not. Those who do not, I promise you, they will never know your value. They will never realize your worth, no matter what you do. I always thought when you do many things for someone, you buy them gifts, you spend time with them, you listen to their problems, you try to heal them and be their therapist, they're going to realize, oh my god, this person is so nice, like I really love them. But trust me, there's this type of people that no matter what you do, they will never realize your worth. And there's this type of people that when you sit with them and have the first conversation with them, they realize your mindset is gold. That type of people that realizes your worth from the beginning is the type that's worth explaining your boundaries to and worth explaining things to, and the type that deserves your emotions and your explanations and your tears when something happens. But for example, if you were in this relationship and you just broke up and your ex is trash, do you think they really deserve your energy? Do you think they really deserve your tears? If they weren't treating you the way you wanted in the first place, what are you crying for? Guys, we meet people and want them to be our partners because we're looking for peace, or we're looking for love, true love, and loyalty and connection. But if you are with this person that has none of these, what are you crying for? If this person had nothing you want, what are you crying for? And our last point, guys, is choose peace over drama. Look, you don't need closure from people who hurt you. You don't need to be understood by everyone, because I promise you, trying to make everyone around you understand you will exhaust you. I always try to explain my goals to people. I always try to explain my dreams to people, but they never understood. I really thought my goals were unrealistic, or something is definitely wrong with me. And then I realized not everyone is supposed to understand you, to understand your goals. And then I started finding my type of people that actually achieved my dreams, that are practicing literally what I'm doing. And I realized that you shouldn't explain yourself in every group you sit with. Not every group you sit with deserves to know the real you. Trust me. I always say be authentic, yes. But when they ask about who you really are, you can say who you are without explaining too much, because they will not understand anyway. And here comes your power. If you want to choose chaos and trying to explain to these people what you want and what you mean and all, or choose peace. Just talk, I want this. That's it. What do you mean? You will see, guys. Come on, just leave it as a surprise. You can talk like this. You don't have to be mean to people. You can save what you want to save to yourself without being mean to anyone. And this is where the power comes in. This is what makes a difference between people who know how to talk and people who don't. It's about your tone and the words you choose to say. You can be the person who says, I don't want to tell you my goals. Or you can be like, I want to leave it to you as a surprise. Why don't you wait? And like this, we come to the end of our video. I hope you liked the video, guys. And remember, where no one controls your emotions, no one controls your life. I love you so much, guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to make your life better. I love you so much. Every time I film a YouTube video, I feel like so much energy because I truly love you guys. So, yeah, that was it. I'm gonna go get ready. Bye!